Next step is the KCL file. So we're going to use the exact same model, but we're going to save it as course and use it as a KCL model. Alright, so the KCL model defines all of the solidity of the track, and that means that everything that has a collision, everything that the driver can interact with needs to be in this model. So in this one we have like nothing. We don't have very much. We have the road and the start line, which is also just going to be road. This stuff down here we don't need at all. So we can just take this and make it the default material, because we don't want the racers to be driving on the side of this, if that makes sense. Alright, so we can just strip out that. You can actually delete the stuff if you want instead, or you can just make it the default material, doesn't matter. Yeah, and so then we're going to do this too. We're going to take this material and put it on the start line. That way it's just one material that's road. Alright, and we're calling this road. That way we know what it is. So we save it. We are going to export this in our KCL folder as course.obj. And yes, we are going to do that. Alright. Now, in order to make the KCL, this is where the fun part starts. I'm going to use my tool to do it because it's so much easier. New KCL. Alright. We got this, and we go road, road, normal. And that's it. Encode, done. That's our KCL file. Okay, now the long way to do this is we have to go and make a flag file. So you're going to want to open up your KCL folder. And here we are. You're going to want to open a command prompt inside the KCL folder. And we're going to use Weems SES tools to create a flag file. And the command is wkclt cff and then your obj file. So course.obj is what I named mine. So anyway, so you'll get this flag file. You'll open this flag file and you will see a whole bunch of crap inside of it. What you're worried about is this part. Okay, so everything that you do not want to have collision with, just put a -1 by that. So for the default material, you'll want a -1 by that. For the rest of it, this is the fun part. You have to look up the flags on the wiki page. Here we go. So we go creating custom tracks, we go to KCL, we go to this, one of these things. Oh yeah, see, like this explains what we just did. Sort of. It explains ahead of what we're doing right now. Okay, we want to go to Solidity. Okay, here we go. Here's a cheat sheet for this. So for each of the different types of collision, there is a basic type and like a main type. You're going to want to decide what you want. So first is the basic type. So road, slippery road, off-road, off-road normal, off-road heavy, slippery road 2. You have all these different types. So you're going to pick which one you want, and then you're going to pick the basic type associated with it. And then when you put it in here in this flag file, you use this format, F, and then parenthesis, the basic type. So I wanted road, so 0 times 0, 0, comma, and then the variant type. So I wanted just the normal road, but I'm going to change it to be wood, which is 4. So 0 times 0, 0, 4. And I save that. Actually, I'm going to make it smooth. I'm going to do smooth road. Okay, and you're going to have to do that for all of your collisions. Unless you have another tool. I think there's like Wexo's toolbox or something that does that. I just use my tool to do it. What you're going to want to do next is using your command prompt. You're going to do wkclt encode course.obj. You're going to use your obj file. And it's going to say, oh wait, you already have course.kcl. So I'm going to use a -o option, and that will overwrite it. So there's a couple things. This option right here, we're going to add them in right here. So --KCL drop and gets rid of all of the invalid triangles that you may have in your OBJ. RM-face down removes any face down triangles, because typically you don't want to have collision with face down triangles. Then there's one other thing that you probably want to use, and it's this script option. So it's --KCL script, and there's a lower wall script somewhere on this wiki that you'll want to download, and then you'll just want to use that, a reference to that. Lowering walls. Here we go. Lower wall script. So yeah, you just grab this, the lower wall script on the wiki. You can copy it, and then you can open up a notepad and then save it as save it in your KCL folder as lower walls.txt, and then when you call it, you'll do --KCL script lower walls.txt, and that will lower any of the walls in your track. And that's usually just a general good idea, just to use that script. What that does is it makes all of the walls come down a bit. A lot of times if you do not use this command, then you'll clip on the walls on the sides, and it's really annoying, and you won't be able to like skip over corners at all. So anyway, that's the command that you'll typically want to use. It's this one right here, wkclt encode course.obj-o --KCL drop comma rm-face down --KCL script lower walls.txt. So yeah, fun stuff, all of that, huh? And then you're going to actually need to replace it in your thing. Oh, why do I have that open? Okay, so you open up your SCS file and you replace your course.kcl with the KCL file you just made. and go ahead and save it.